Our movie starts with a girl who was born half evil and half good. Her mom named her Stella. Her hair was half black and half white, due to her personality. Her mother always wanted her to delete Cruella, the evil, and to be always the kind Stella. When she went to her school, she made a lot of problems, so her principal decided to expel her from the school. But her mother said to the principal, "I'll take away my daughter from the school because she's smarter than everyone here." She said so the principal couldn't expel Stella. She took Stella and went to live in London, and she stopped at a palace and told Stella that she will ask for help from her old friend and not to leave the car until she returned again. And she gave her her necklace, but Stella was really curious to see what is happening in the very big palace. So she left the car and went to the palace with her dog. And she saw there something like a fashion show, and she loved these things. So she waited a while to see those fashions. But her dog had another opinion. It ran away from her, and she went out to take him, but the guarding dog saw her and started running after her. She went to the balcony where her mother was with a woman, and suddenly the dogs left her and threw her mother off the cliff. Stella thought she was the cause of her mother's death, and she escaped to a car and stopped at a waterfall she always wanted to see with her mother, and she slept there. When she woke up in the morning, she saw two boys in her age stealing, and she joined their gang and became a thief. After 20 years, Stella became very professional at stealing, but she always wanted to be a fashion designer. So Jasper, her friend, gave her work contract in the most famous fashion stores. But as a maid on her birthday, she was really happy and started working. But no one gave her the opportunity to say her ideas, especially her manager, who punished her for her overtalking. He ordered her to clean his office after the working hours. Stella drank a lot in the office and went to change the mannequin design that she didn't like, and she slept there. The manager caught her in the morning, and he was very angry. But the Baroness came in a surprise visit and saw the mannequin that Stella made. She loved the design and took Stella to work with her. Stella was really special in her designs, and she became close to the Baroness. But once, and while she was giving the Baroness her breakfast as usual, she saw the Baroness wearing her mother's necklace. She asked the Baroness about it, and the Baroness said that it was the legacy and her servant stole it. But her servant died, and she returned it back. Stella knew that her mother was not a thief, so she got very angry and decided to steal the necklace. During the Baroness party, with the help of her gang, she put the plan that Stella will change herself to be Cruella, to not be fired from her job, which she loved a lot, with the Baroness, and she will grab the attention of the Baroness at her party. She will bother the Baroness a lot, and during that, the two boys will steal the necklace. And that is exactly what happened. But during the party, Cruella saw the Baroness wearing the necklace, and she stole it, while the Baroness was screaming because of the rat that Jasper put in her food, and she gave it to her dog. But the Baroness saw the dog wearing her necklace, and she whistled to her dogs to take the necklace from Stella's dog. At this moment, Stella remembered her mother's accident, and she remembered also that the woman her mother was talking to whistled to her dogs while she was hiding, and she recognized that her mother was killed by the Baroness and her dogs. The dogs took the necklace and one of them ate it, so Stella decided to steal the dogs until she get the necklace back from them, and she left the party running from the rats with all the others. The next day she decided to revenge, and she saw herself in the newspaper because of her weird entrance and stylish look. When she saw the name of the writer, she went to her and knew that she was her schoolmate, and she told her that she will make more riot, and she want her school friend to write about her and to let the people know who she is. At the same time, the two boys succeeded in stealing the three dogs. Cruella went to Artie, the stylist, and asked for his help, and he agreed, and they all met at her home. But the dogs were making noise and troubles, so the boys decided to take them for a walk, and Cruella went to her work again as Stella with the Baroness to keep her enemy closer at night. There was a party, and of course Cruella went there with her weird entrance on a motorcycle, and she wrote future on her head, and her friend took her photos, and she stole the spotlights from the Baroness again. But this time, the Baroness decided to destroy her, and Cruella continued stealing the spotlights from the Baroness. She ruined her party again, but this time she covered the Baroness' car with her huge dress. The Baroness got really mad and decided to destroy Cruella in her next party, and she ordered Stella to design a stunning dress this time to beat Cruella. But again, at the next party, Cruella broke the thoughts and stole the show, as she was coming from a car full of trash, wearing a dress from the trash also. But Stella, which is Cruella by the way, was working on her stunning dress. One of the two boys arrived and gave her the decoration of the dress, and the Baroness saw him from her window. The next day, the dress was really stunning and ready, but of course Cruella had a plan, as she asked the boys to go to the Baroness' place and let them know that someone tried to steal something, and that is what happened. The Baroness took the dresses in another place and locked the door properly, as she thought Cruella tried to steal her, and that is exactly what Cruella wanted. At the next day, and at the fashion show, she went to check the designs one last time, but the door was stuck and they could not open it. But they broke the door, and there was the surprise waiting for them. The decoration of Stella's stunning dress was made of maggots, which started flying as soon as the door was opened, and the invitees started running outside where Cruella was waiting with her new collections and big party next to the Baroness fashion show. So all the people went to her and her fashion show started. Then she came out wearing a dress looked like the Baroness's dog leather. So the Baroness knew that she killed her dogs. The police came and all the people ran away, but the Baroness saw Cruella's friend, who was delivering the decoration of the dress to her, and she went after him and waited for Cruella at home. When Cruella arrived, she saw her two friends tied in the chairs, and the Baroness laughing. Cruella told the Baroness to let her friends go as it was between them, but the Baroness told her that they will go to jail for murdering her, and she tied Cruella in the chair and started spilling gas in the place. Cruella told her that she killed her mother and she will kill her and her dogs, and the Baroness told her that she's waiting, and then she started burning the place, and she got out the place with her dogs. Cruella began to choke from the smoke, and her dogs tried to cut the ties, but she couldn't afford, and she saw a man coming before she completely fainted. The news of Cruella's death spread everywhere, and the two boys were caught for murdering Cruella. But in another place, Cruella was opening her eyes, and she saw her dog in front of her, and the man who rescued her. She asked him why is she alive, and he replied that he took her out of the fire, and this man was the Baroness' assistant. He gave Cruella her mother's necklace, which he found in the fire, and he opened it and got a key from it, and he asked her to open a box with a key. She found a birth certificate to the Baroness' daughter, and the surprise that this daughter is her. The man started explaining that long time ago the Baroness got pregnant, but she was very sad because she didn't want. But the Baron was very happy that he gave her the necklace, but when she put the baby, she gave her to him to get rid of her. But he wanted to save her, so he gave Cruella to Catherine, the servant, and she saved her, and now she is the young inheritor to the Baron's fortune. But Cruella did not want to believe him, and she got out of the home really angry. But after some time, she decided that she will still love Catherine, and she will go and take her revenge. On the other side, the Baroness was told that Cruella's body is not found. In a third place, which is the jail, the two boys were sad because of Cruella's death, but they heard a sound of a car breaking in the police station. Then Wink, their dog, came with the medal and they managed to get out of the jail. Then Cruella tried to talk to them from the car, but they were angry because she treated them badly before. But she told them that the Bernice is her real mother and she needs their help because they are her only family and she needs to stop the Bernice. They accepted and she started saying the plan, which will be done in the Bernice charity party at the weekend. And she needed the guests' addresses and the clothes sizes, Audie's dressmakers, black capes and pots of paint. And she went to Audie and he accepted to join the plan. And they started working with the help of Joan, of course. Then they started giving the guests boxes which contains a card written in it, "Wear this in memory of Cruella." Horace came with the Bernice DeVille car and Cruella liked the sound of the name. At the party, the Bernice was surprised. All the guests were wearing wigs like Cruella's hair and black dresses. Cruella arrived and managed to steal the Bernice dog whistle, and she brought them on the cliff where her mother died, and she was wearing Stella clothes. At the same time, Audie, Joan, Horace, and Jasper told the guests that the Bernice wants them outside, and Stella told her that she's her daughter. The Bernice pretended she's giving her a hug, but she pushed Stella over the edge, and all the people witnessed this. And the police came to take the Bernice for killing Stella. And at this time, Stella used the parachute to stop her fall, so she wasn't dead. And the Bernice was arrested when Cruella appeared again, surprising everyone, and took Stella's wealth with the written paper, and she made her funeral, and then she took her friends to her new place, which she called Hill Hall instead of Hillman Hall. Then she gave small dogs as a gift to Anita, her friend from school, and Roger, the lawyer who became a songwriter and wrote her a song. Now we are at the end of our video. I hope you like me while saying the story. If you like that video, please don't forget to click the like button and the subscribe button. See you in the next video. Bye.